feeling low.
Hello, my lemon heads, and welcome back to the Lemonade Stand, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna. I'm a certified personal trainer, a big, huge biology nerd, and a registered dietitian to be. We're assembled here today for episode 2 of my newest series, Stuff Influencers Say. Because health, wellness, and fitness influencers say a lot of dumb stuff, and boy do we have quite the lineup today. Before we proceed, if you love science-based health, wellness, and fitness education with some lulz and some dry sarcasm along the way, hit that subscribe button and join the Lemonade Stand. I would love to have you here. Without further babbling, let's make lemonade. Okay. First things first. Do you guys like my hair? I kind of needed something to do with my hair because I was like, I gotta film this video today. I just got my hair relaxed, and so, you know, my edges are all like smooth and silky and stuff. But I didn't know what to do with my hair, and I didn't feel like messing with a wig. I got this hairstyle idea from a video I saw on Pinterest last night, and I actually kind of like it. I think I could have made the braid a little bit thicker, but this is actually my very first time doing feed-in braids. For those of you who don't know, that is when you use this is synthetic hair, and I have basically braided multiple pieces of synthetic hair to add length and volume to my real hair. This is my very first time doing feed-in braid. I feel like I did okay. You guys can be honest with me. Also, part of me feels like my head is kind of weird shaped for this hairstyle. I don't know. You guys will let me know. Okay, so this first one, I can't take credit for finding. The Instagram page, Scientist with a Board, whom I highly recommend following. He was basically like educating on why this product is nonsense, but also calling her out because of this bullshit product that she was trying to shill. I think he told me that she didn't even respond to him when he commented on her video. She just blocked him. That's a regular occurrence for him, from what I understand based on his Instagram stories. Fitness influencers don't like him. That is what fitness influencers selling snake oil do when they are confronted with facts that oppose their bias. Alright, so this one was pretty short. Sorry, I didn't warn you guys. It was pretty short, so I let it play through a couple times. So she's spraying something in her mouth. Maybe Listerine? Let's read more to find out. So on the screen, it says, there's some text, she's spraying. 1, helps with weight loss. Okay, very general, broad term. 2, helps craving control. Also extremely broad and general. 3, it's kind of covered up by the words here, but it looks like it says, helps the body get deep sleep. Okay. What's funny is these claims are they seem like they're like the really typical claims that influencers make about a product that they're shilling. Oh, hello, Alpha. Baby, please don't lick the bed. Alpha, stop licking the bed. So these claims are super broad and super general. You've probably heard a lot of people in social media, you know, influencer, multi-level marketing rep, you know, whatever. Somebody trying to sell some sort of health and wellness product, they make claims like that, and they're very, very general. I think one of the reasons they make general claims like that is because they're not super easy to prove either. And they have to make the product look enticing. Weight loss is a common goal for a lot of people. So what do? Oh, well, it makes you lose weight. A lot of people can't sleep. Oh, well, this will help you sleep better. What'd she say? Weight loss, craving control, it'll help you sleep. I'm honestly surprised she didn't throw in a balance your hormones. So let's read the caption. Have you ever just felt stuck on your health journey? I'm here to tell you, you are not alone. Leaf emoji for some reason. There is a reason why diets don't work. Most of the time our bodies have deep underlying root causes that prevent us from reaching our goal, one of them being our metabolism. What if I told you there is a way that we can get your metabolic system back on track and working for you instead of against you? Then I would say you're full of shit. If you want to burn fat, get better sleep, and have craving control, then comment below thermo and I will be in touch with more information. I can't wait to help you with your goals. Hashtag weight loss, hashtag healthy lifestyle, hashtag metabolism, hashtag metabolic science. None of that was science. Hashtag thermogenesis, hashtag sleep solutions, hashtag fat burner. Wow, she is just checking all the boxes. So according to her profile, she is a health coach and a business coach. Pish posh. So here is something very ironic, and I mean it when I had absolutely no idea at all. Like when I decided that I wanted to use this, put this clip in a video, I had no idea of this fact at all. I found this out after the fact as I was doing research for the video. Whenever I'm doing reaction videos like this, I find clips and watch them first, decide I want to use them, and then I do my research later. That's how I do it. So I swear to you guys, what I'm about to tell you, I had no idea about. This girl is in a multi-level marketing company, and I've never heard of the company, so I assume that it's maybe newish, although, you know, that's pretty self-centered of me to say. I've never heard of it, so it might be new. It's called Alovia. Alovia? I don't know. It's probably another like Monat situation, you know. Who the knows how to say it? No one. If any of you have heard of this company, comment down below. I haven't heard of this company until I started doing research for this video. I find it very ironic that so many influencers I see who make ridiculous health claims are also in multi-level marketing. Alpha? She's sleeping. She's kind of snoring. You guys can probably hear her a little bit. She's super cute, and this is her house, not yours. So I'm not going to move her. So if you hear a little bit of a subtle snoring, that's Alpha. Leave her alone. So as you probably assumed at this point, Alovia is a health and wellness multi-level marketing company. They have supplements that promise like the pretty standard things that we see all the time in those types of companies. In her caption, she mentioned something about commenting thermo for more information. So I'm assuming that that is related to the product that she's talking about. So I did more research. I clicked on like her links and I went on the website and I found a product called BioRes Thermo. So I'm assuming that that is the one that she's talking about. I feel like that's a fair assumption, and it's also like a spray, so I feel like that's a fair assumption to assume that she's talking about this product. So on their website about the product, it's a spray, and about it they claim that it can support, quote, the body's biological functions of fat metabolism, thermogenesis, satiety, and sugar and carb craving control, end quote. All right, so here's something. I tried my hardest to actually find ingredients and see what was in this product, but the ingredients were not listed anywhere, but there's a reason for that. So on the fact sheet for the product, they say that it is a proprietary blend, which after reading that, then made it clear why I couldn't find an ingredients list. So the thing about proprietary blends, whenever a supplement company uses a proprietary blend, they do not have to disclose the ingredients that are in that blend. So take this BioRes supplement, for example. They say in the labeling that it's plant-derived, but for all we know, it could just be lemon juice and olive oil. A proprietary blend is kind of like a secret ingredient kind of thing because only the manufacturer knows what's in it. I'm saying secret. It's not really a secret, but when I say that, I mean the company is not required to put exactly what is in the blend on the labeling, and it's usually not super easy to find online. So because this is a proprietary blend, we can't even look at the individual ingredients and talk about them because I don't know what's in it. And you know what else? I bet this consultant doesn't know what's in it either. It's pretty obvious to me that she's relying heavily on those really popular marketing buzzwords that you see in the health and wellness industry to show this stuff. And she's also probably banking on people not doing their due diligence and not doing any further research by falling for her bullshit. All right, next one. So this next one was sent directly to me, and it is pretty strange. This person is actually not trying to sell like a tangible product for once, but she's doing some kind of weird at-home experiment to like try and demonstrate how certain foods affect her blood. It's bizarre.
Today we will check how eating boiled potatoes affected my blood. This is my blood in the morning. Flow is good, but the blood looks thick.
Could be dehydration.
Red blood cells stuck together.
Who just has this equipment in their house?
Now let's take a closer look and we can see some bacteria. These little moving dots are bacteria. So after checking my blood in the morning, I ate 300 grams of boiled potatoes. And in 2 hours, I checked my blood again. We can see that the blood flow is still good. And also, blood looks thick. Red blood cells stuck together. However, I don't see any bacteria. This is white blood cell and there is no bacteria around it.
You know what's funny is I just said, who has this equipment lying around in their house? But I mean, like I have science equipment. in my house. I don't have a high-powered microscope, but I know I've got like my goggles. I have several flasks. I have pH testing strips, and I have a lot of glass slides and cover slips too. So, I just said that to kind of talk shit, but I'm like, Brianna, you have like weird science stuff in your house too. I rescind my statements. Okay, so she's looking at her blood under a microscope, then she's eating boiled potatoes to see how it affects her blood, and then I guess based on how her blood looks, she's determining the quality of the food. Like based on how it seemingly affects her blood. I saw this and I was dumbfounded. I've seen people in social media talk up fasting, about how amazing fasting is. We see people using CGMs now, even though they're not diabetic. But I've never seen or heard of somebody observing their blood after they eat a certain food to determine how that food affects their blood. I sent this to one of my Instagram friends. She's a dietitian, and she was equally as dumbfounded. I was at a complete loss for words the first time I saw this. What's kind of messed up is I'm talking about like, this is crazy and this looks ridiculous because like, why would anyone need to do this? But I can see this, unfortunately, catching on and becoming a trend, like in the next 5-10 years or something like that. I can see people becoming obsessed with doing this, and it's just, I don't know why or where someone gets the idea to see how the foods they eat affect their blood. Why would the average overall healthy person need to do that? I need to stop ranting and let's talk about it. So based on her experiment, it doesn't look like she's doing any actual like lab work. And by that I mean testing things like blood sugar, albumin, like nutrient testing, white blood cell count, stuff like that. She's strictly observing how her blood looks and making observations based on what she sees under the microscope. I mean, our intake can affect your blood consistency, but it actually says more about your hydration status. Like I actually said before, like she was like, my blood is thick. That could be a sign of dehydration. But passing out is also a side effect of dehydration too. So I imagine most of us would probably be passed out before we get a chance to look at our blood under a microscope. So yeah, so I don't know. I guess this one's not promoting like a specific stupid product. And I mean, I don't know. I guess this is not like overtly dangerous. That is my opinion. But I think it's still promoting a stupid practice, an unnecessary practice. Just because your blood is thick or thin after a certain food doesn't mean that that food had anything to do with that. And obsessing about that and constantly feeling like, oh, I need to check my blood after I eat this certain food, that could definitely fall within the confines of disordered eating habits too. Also, something that I want to add that I didn't note in my script is correlation does not equal causation. She ate 300 grams of boiled potatoes and then waited 2 hours, and then she looked at her blood again, and then what did she say? What was the outcome? She also noticed that there was no bacteria. Thick blood, thirst, sore throat. Good. I don't really understand how she has this. So she's saying that after eating the potatoes, actually, you know what? Let's read the caption. I don't know why I'm sitting here trying to figure this out instead of just reading the caption. Testing my blood after eating boiled potatoes. The result doesn't show that potatoes are the perfect food. I mean, what is the perfect food? Oreos. Potatoes have high glycemic load. Salt didn't give bacteria too. So potatoes didn't improve the blood, so I can't call it healthy food. There were just few bacteria in the morning, probably because I ate raw vegan wrap at 11 p.m. last night. Bacteria did not disappear because of potatoes. White blood cells killed bacteria. But I guess the main thing I want to call attention to here is she said, so potatoes didn't improve the blood, so I can't call it a healthy food. Potatoes are actually potatoes are pretty nutritious. Using how your blood looks under a microscope to determine the quality of a food is a really poor measure, I think. First of all, what's a healthy food? You guys know I don't like to use that language. I personally say foods are nutrient dense, less nutrient dense. I don't say foods are good or bad, or foods are healthy and unhealthy. Broccoli is more nutrient dense and more nutritious than Oreos. Oreos are less nutrient dense than broccoli. Are Oreos bad? No. They just don't have the same nutrient profile. So I personally don't approve of saying because they didn't improve your blood, you can't call it a healthy food. Biologically and physiologically, the point of us eating food is to give our bodies energy. to give our bodies nourishment. Like a car needs gasoline or electricity, depending on what kind of car you drive, humans need food. It's weird to me that she's saying this food didn't improve my blood, so it's not a healthy food. This is bizarre, man. This one's really weird. Let's move on to the next one. So this next one is somebody who is not a nutrition professional saying dumb fear-mongery stuff about nutrition. You know, an influencer.
Please stop eating this for breakfast. If you're eating this for breakfast and you are gaining weight, or you have weight around the middle, or you have mood swings, or any kind of imbalanced blood sugar symptoms, which could be mood swings, it could be sleep issues, it could be fatigue, you've really got to stop eating this. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about oatmeal. You can't be starting your day off with oatmeal, ladies.
Why just ladies? So men can start their day with oatmeal? That seems pretty discriminatory to me.
And the reason why is because it's going to completely imbalance your blood sugar.
Oh, well, good thing I have a pancreas and that should take care of my blood sugar just fine.
You can't get enough protein when you're eating oatmeal.
What? You can't get enough protein? Says who? What? Is there a reason that my body can't use the protein and carbohydrates I eat simultaneously?
You really need to be striving for as much protein as possible in that first meal of the day. This is going to change your life, change your symptoms. Give it a try. You want to aim for about 40 to 50 grams of protein in that breakfast meal, and then about 100 grams of protein for the entire day. Get rid of the oatmeal. Start your day off with high protein and come back and tell me how you feel.
She speaks with such conviction. If I didn't know what I know, I might believe her. So that was a train wreck. Influencers love picking a food and demonizing it. I swear it's a freaking pastime for them. Personally, my opinion, as a nutrition student, as an RD to B, I think if you like oatmeal, it's actually one of the best breakfasts you can have. I mean, it's not a good food. That's not what I mean. I just mean I think it's a really good nutritious meal to have. And I will tell you why. Oatmeal is filling, it's full of fiber, it's quick and easy to make. I use instant oatmeal. And on top of that, oatmeal also has a pretty decent protein profile. I guess you forgot about the protein that's already present in oatmeal. A half cup serving of oatmeal has, I believe, around 6 to 7 grams of protein. So does your body absorb that protein? I don't see why it wouldn't, unless you have some kind of issue. I am talking about the average overall healthy human, so I don't see why your body wouldn't be able to use the protein that is also present in oatmeal. Personally, I keep instant oatmeal, like in the packages. I get them from Trader Joe's, the plain instant oatmeal. I keep that in my pantry at all times. On busy mornings, I will pop some in the microwave, and my favorite toppings for oatmeal are brown sugar, and I melt some frozen blueberries over it. And it is quite yummy. It's easy and quick, and it's nutritious, and it's filling. What else can you ask for in breakfast? The only reason I can think of for somebody to not eat oatmeal is like if you get it out of the garbage and it's dirty and moldy. Also, if it's been exposed to like radioactive waste, I would definitely avoid it for sure. And then in terms of like medical reasons, if somebody is doing a medically supervised ketogenic diet, then they would most likely be instructed to avoid oatmeal. But obviously that does depend on what their healthcare team instructs them to do. And then also, you know, if you're a diabetic, particularly if you're a type 1 and you have to dose your insulin with every meal. And actually, I mean, in that situation, I don't think it's not a situation of they can't eat oatmeal. It's just that they have to count the carbs in their oatmeal to dose it. When I worked in school healthcare and I looked after type 1 diabetic kids, they pretty much ate whatever they wanted. And when I say that, I mean they didn't have to adhere to a special diet. Whatever they ate, they just had to make sure to come to me in the clinic so that I could calculate out their carbs and then we could dose their insulin. They could still eat what they wanted. Healthy people obsessing about their blood sugar is becoming more and more popular, and I just don't get it. Yeah, she's not wrong. Eating a bowl of oatmeal will spike my blood sugar levels. But you know what? A, that's totally normal. And B, I am a healthy, non-diabetic human with a fully functioning pancreas. Thanks to my pancreas secreting insulin, my blood sugar should return within normal ranges within an hour or two. There's no reason for me, or anyone who's not diabetic really, to worry about that. Stop treating your body like it's stupid and doesn't know anything. Influencers love to say crap like this while simultaneously ignoring the basic laws of human biology. Let's read the caption she wrote. Please stop eating this for breakfast. It just doesn't bode well for many women in the 30 plus age group. Oh my god, I'm 30 plus. Alpha, I'm 30 plus. They're sleeping, they don't care. I'm talking oatmeal. This is because it starts your day off with a whack of carbs and little protein. And no complete protein. Boo. Okay, I mean, you can eat like an egg with it too. That's a breakfast that I've done before too. Oatmeal and like a boiled egg. And this is a problem because if you don't start your day off with a whack of good quality protein, your blood sugar will go on a roller coaster that you can't rein back in. No, it won't. And you'll end up with symptoms like anxiety, sleep issues, fatigue, and headaches. Okay, so I guess she's assuming that people don't have a pancreas. And long-term imbalanced blood sugar is super unhealthy and can lead to oxidative stress in the body and a plethora of other nasty symptoms. I think it's fairly obvious that imbalanced blood sugar is a problem, and that's an issue that's typically seen in, people who are maybe pre-diabetic and people who are poorly managing their diabetes. But the average person doesn't have to worry about that. And I chuckled at oxidative stress because that's something that is, there are a lot of things and external factors that can lead to oxidative stress. However, your body does have mechanisms to help reduce oxidative stress. I don't know. I just feel like she just threw that in as a buzzword. And as if those symptoms weren't hellish enough, you may also start to see the pounds creep on, especially as you enter those precious perimenopausal years. Don't use menopause and 30 in the same sentence. So my tip to you is the same tip myself and my team practitioner, Michelle, give to all our clients inside the Hormone Balance Solution, which is start your day off with at least 40 grams of protein, preferably animal-based, and you will notice some very real and amazing benefits to your health. It doesn't have to be animal-based protein. Yes, it's true. Animal-based protein is a source of complete protein when compared to plant-based protein sources, but you can absolutely get a filling, protein-rich meal on a plant-based diet. Blood sugar balance is a big deal in the Hormone Balance Solution. Hey, look at that. She's a hormone person, too. And we all help our ladies achieve this in hormonal harmony. If you want to read more about the Hormone Balance Solution and maybe apply to join, applying isn't a commitment. Please click the link in my bio, and there it is. There's the pitch. So she's a hormone person too. Interesting. So let's look at her caption. Women's Health and Hormones, Functional Health Coach. Okay. Oh, look at that. She's not an RD or a CNS. Also doesn't indicate anywhere here that she's a licensed healthcare practitioner. Why am I not surprised by any of that? I do want to talk about these credentials that she has by her link in her bio here. There is one here that says FDN-P. Do not be fooled by that one. That one is just one of the thousands of available random online nutrition certifications that anybody can get. And FYI, one of the agencies that it is accredited by is an agency called the AADP, the American Association of Drugless Practitioners, which many publications consider to be a fraudulent diploma mill and accreditation mill. She also has RHN, which I had to look this up because I don't know. I think it means Registered Holistic Nutritionist, but I'm not sure. So obviously she doesn't have an American accent, but that doesn't mean she's not in the United States. She could be. I actually am acquainted with 2 people here in Austin, Texas who are Australian. So I don't want to take her accent as evidence that she does not reside in the United States, because she might. The reason I say all that is because if she's not in the United States, I don't know what laws and regulations there are in other countries for nutrition education requirements. So I'm just speaking for the United States. In the United States, being a holistic nutritionist or having this FDN-P certification, which means Functional Diagnostic Nutrition Practitioner, I believe is what they say on their website. Having that doesn't qualify you to be a nutrition professional in the United States. If a hospital is looking for a registered dietitian, you can't go in there and say, hey, I have these certifications. They would laugh in your face. Well, not in your face. They'd wait till you left, probably. In my opinion, even if she's not in the United States, the fact that she has this FDN-P certification is enough evidence to me to form my opinion that her nutrition knowledge is BS. Also, the fact that she's saying oatmeal is bad to eat for breakfast. Shut up. In conclusion, so there it is, episode 2 of Stuff Influencers Say. I'm having fun with this series. They sure say some funny stuff, man. It would be funnier, though, if people actually didn't buy into it, but unfortunately a lot of people do buy into their nonsense and believe in their pseudoscience. And what's crazy is they don't even have to prove anything they say half the time, because I noticed that a lot of people, there are a lot of online certifications that you can get, you and anyone can get, that have no prerequisites. The only barrier to entry is just paying for it, that sound fancy, and to the uninformed consumer they would hear that and say, oh, this person's a functional diagnostic nutrition practitioner, they know what they're talking about, that's really cool. But actually, first of all, you do more research into the cert. You see one of the agencies it's accredited by is probably a diploma mill and accreditation mill. And also, there's no barrier to entry for that certification. It's paying for it. So that's another way that I think a lot of influencers fool people into making people believe that they know what they're talking about by just stacking a whole bunch of these random online certifications, which really anybody can get. So, yeah. What a time we live in. All right, if you made it to this point in the video, thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you enjoyed me and want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Why not give me a follow on Instagram? I post there occasionally. I post in my stories a lot, at least, though. Another thank you for watching. I will see you guys next week. Bye. Time for dogs now. Oh, my camera's about to die. Bubba awning man. There's the baby. Oh, he just reached his paw out. You're not supposed to stop petting him. What are you guys even tired from, dude? Let's go find the boy. Go find Zeus. I bet I know where he is. He's probably on my bed. And yes, he is. Zeus. What you doing, bruh? I could just make like a 7-hour video of this. You know what? People would watch it. Look how cute he is. He's so handsome. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. He's like, leave me alone, woman. Onyx, why don't you say bye? Bye, guys.